Welcome to
Car Rides with Little Miss Gigi,
a place where girls like you will be inspired by godly stories.
On guard!
Ha!
Hiya!
Yeah,
Hiya!
yeah.
Oh, I didn't see you there. Hi, Gunks. It's Valentina.
Hi, and I'm Esther, and we are...
Sword fighting. I'm trying to... Sorry, Gunks. I can't speak right now. I'm trying to win against Esther.
Ha! I'll beat you.
No.
Ha!
Hiya!
You might be wondering why we're sword fighting. Well, that's because we're training. We are trying to make a good impression on the commander.
We're trying to get into the army because we really want to be in the army. Have you ever wondered what the armor of God is? Well, we're in a fight, but not a fight in this one, a fight in our heart, which is basically we're trying to fight against evil and go to God because we love God.
That's right. And in the Bible, there is a verse that talks about the armor of God. Every single piece we have to wear every day so that God can protect us. He can protect our minds, our hearts, because, sometimes we have bad days. But if we have the armor on and we're in God's army, then we know how to act correctly. But I think Poppy will tell us all about that in her glitter box. Let's check it out.
But I want to say something very quickly. The armor of God isn't made from silver. It's not made of gold. It's actually things we learned from the Bible. And Poppy won't talk about that like Esther said. Let's go to Poppy!
Hello, girls. Ooh, I've got to keep my voice down. I've snuck away. Do you know where I've been all day? I've been running through the mud, doing push-ups, and I'm so tired. Oh, did you hear that whistle? That's our commander. He's making us work really hard. I just can't take it anymore. I don't like this army. It's too much work. I would rather be in the army that the girl in our story, Ellyse, is in. Did you know that she's in the heavenly army? Yes, she is. In the Bible, there is a verse that talks about the type of armor we girls need to wear. Listen to this. In Ephesians 6, verse 10 to 18, it says, "Finally, be strong in the Lord and in his mighty power. Put on the full armor of God so that you can take your stand against the devil's schemes. Stand firm then with the belt of truth buckled around your waist, with the breastplate of righteousness in place, and with your feet fitted with the readiness that comes from the gospel of peace. In addition to this, take up the shield of faith, with which you can extinguish the flaming arrows of the evil one. Take the helmet of salvation and the sword of the Spirit, which is the word of God, and pray in the Spirit on all occasions with all kinds of prayers and requests. With this in mind, be alert and always keep on praying for all the Lord's people." Oh, wow! That is so cool. That means we need to wear these every day, all day. Never take it off, girls. Be ready for battle.
Poppy?
Okay, girls. I've got to get back to the army training. Oh, wish me luck. Until next time, bye. I'm coming, Commander, sir.
Can you believe that the armor of God is invisible? Let's go to the story and hear more about the army. While Esther is reading that, I want to practice sword fighting. On guard! God's Warrior Princess Part 1
by Nadelle Manners. Hi, my name is Ellyse, and I'm in the army. Can you believe it? I chose to be in the army. And no, not just any ordinary army. It's the ultimate army. I haven't had to do any obstacle test or crawl through mud. I haven't had to do chin-ups, sit-ups or push-ups. And I haven't even had a doctor check my health to make sure that I am well enough to join. How did I get in the army? Good question. All I had to do was say, I want to join, and what do you know? I'm in. I'm still not sure how someone my size or age is allowed to be part of this army, but the commander said,
Ellyse, you are perfect for the job. You will be great. greater than great.
To be really honest, I am both excited and scared at the same time. I don't know the first thing about being a warrior, and I certainly don't look the part. Actually, are 11-year-old girls even allowed to do this sort of thing? I'm briefed with the mission. The commander has given the order to stand firm against the Dark One. Now I'm worried. But he keeps on saying,
Do not be afraid. Be strong. Stand firm. Be bold.
I guess that he can see in me something that I'm not sure I can see in myself. Oh, wait a minute. He said,
Be strong with the mighty power I will give you. Trust me.
Phew, I thought that I was going to have to be strong all on my own. But the commander says that he will give me all that I need to carry out this mission. The commander says,
Follow me. I'll show you where you need to pick up your new duty gear.
Army outfits aren't usually the most attractive clothes. I'm not sure. I do prefer aqua or lemon, or maybe purple, rather than that dirty color. We head to the fitting room, and there, hanging under a sign with my name on it, is my duty gear. Not a dull color in sight. Everything that is for me shimmers with a kaleidoscope of iridescent colors. This is the best army outfit I have ever seen. I couldn't have chosen anything more amazing. It's so beautiful. The colors seem to be alive. They grow brighter, twinkling and reflecting the one who made them. The commander lays a hand on my shoulder.
Go ahead. Touch it.
He says.
I made it just your size.
He instructs.
Make sure that you put on every piece of this armor. You will need it all the time to resist the enemy. Be wearing every piece. I guarantee that you will be standing at the end of the battle. I have crafted each piece to give you ultimate protection. The tricks and strategies that the Dark One may use to bring you down will not be strong enough as long as you keep wearing every single piece. Be bold and stand firm, Princess Warrior.
I turned and looked into the eyes of my commander. It was at that point that I realized my commander was not the commander of any type, or any army, but the ultimate army. He is the king of kings, the ruler of heaven and earth, and he is my dad. My heavenly dad, that is. I can trust him with my life.
Time is of the essence. You must assume your position post-haste.
The commander declares. With a fatherly, reassuring squeeze, he straight offs to instruct another newbie, cadet.
You are prepared,
he calls back.
Remember, I am always with you.
His words echo through the preparation room. My gaze travels between the back of the commander and the amazing army outfit I am now wearing. Phew, still no ugly colors in sight, just a glistening reflection of the Creator. I am filled with awe for the one who thought it important enough to speak to me and show me himself. How I must prepare. I'm rather puzzled though, as to why the belt was the first piece of armor I had to put on. I don't know about you, but usually when putting on my clothes, a belt is more like an accessory or something to hold up my jeans. It's something I put on last, not first. The belt the commander commissioned for me to wear must be different. The one who assisted me in getting my gear on called it the belt of truth. This first piece of my army outfit must be super important. But why? Ellyse! Hey, Ellyse! Jolted by a voice, I spin excitedly around and come face to face with my gorgeous cousin Grace. Hiya, cuz! When did you join? I ask. Oh, a while back, she replies as she pirouettes around me. Grace, stop! You're making me giddy. I laugh as she comes to a skidding halt. Maybe you can help me with a question. I'm trying to figure out why the belt of truth was the first piece of the armor the commander said I should put on. Grace looks down at her own belt of truth circling her waist. While attempting to blind me with the belt's glistering diamonds of light, she says, maybe we need to think about some of the words that Jesus spoke, like, I am the way, the truth, and the life. You can find that in John 14:6. And you know the truth, and the truth will set you free. That one is found in John 8:32. I think I get it, I said. The belt of truth is something like buckling or fixing God's words to me so that it won't ever come off. Exactly. Grace agrees. It's like a tool belt where you store all of your knowledge of God. I thought for a moment and then said, wow, this means I need to get to know Jesus really well for myself, and there is no better place to start than finding out what the Bible says. Now that I'm older, I can't rely on mum or dad all the time when I need to know the truth. I have to get to know one myself. By having the truth of God wrapped around me, protecting me, I don't have to be worried about the dark one and his pack of lies. From the very beginning of this world, the dark one has used lies as his best attack weapon, but now I have been provided with something that is far more powerful, my own belt of truth. By knowing Jesus, I know what is true, and this will be my defense when the dark one, or his army forces, are trying to turn me against the commander. It sure helps to know the real thing. I need to keep my eyes focused on the truth of Jesus instead of all the fake stuff the dark one sends this way. Wow, thanks Grace for helping me figure this out. Hey, it looks like you're ready to take up your position. The commander said my position is at our school. Where has the commander sent you? How cool! The commander posted me at our school too. We get to work together, Grace replied. I can't wait to see how the commander will help us use our breastplates of righteousness. That's our next armor, you know. I looked at my cousin and smiled excitedly. I can't wait either.
That was such a cool story. I want to listen to it again while I'm sword fighting with Esther, because I can listen to it over and over again because it's on our podcast.
But before we go back to sword fighting, I want the girls to check out something exciting that's coming in December. Girls, check out our bookshelf. Coming this December, Little Miss Gigi's very first audio chapter book, Mary's Big News. Plus, a matching downloadable activity booklet. Travel back in time as you listen to the nativity story like you've never heard it before. Here's a sneak peek.
It was late in the evening when Joseph left the house. As soon as he was gone, Mary got ready for bed. She was exhausted. After she untied her braid, Mary pulled back the coloured woolen matting covering her small window and peered out. Little stars flickered in the distance, and for some reason they seemed to be flickering faster, getting closer and becoming brighter. Mary shook her head. It had been a long and eventful day. She was just tired and imagining things. She turned around and walked to her little water pitcher in the corner to wash her face. Suddenly, a flash of blinding light filled the room. Terrified, Mary jumped back, making the little clay dish she held fall heavily onto the uneven rough stone floor. It shattered into a million pieces. Water splattered all over her dress and on the floor. Mary blinked quickly, trying to adjust her eyes to the glare.
So what happens next? Find out this December. Gift this audiobook and activity booklet to a girl you love.
I can't wait to listen to that. It sounds so awesome and cool. It just sounds amazing.
It's actually going to be really cool. So girls, stay tuned. We'll keep you posted and can't wait to see you next time.
Bye.
Bye.
Don't forget that you're Gigi, gorgeous in God's image.